Welcome to New York Giants Full Access. What's going on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all platforms? Welcome to another episode of New York Giants Full Access with your boy Big Pat Sports Talk. Hit that like and subscribe button. Go on ahead and hit that join button. Become a member of the Big Blue Crew. We're gonna get to 50 members by the end of the month, and we're close to our goal. So let's get there. But New York Giants win again, another Victory Monday. We're starting to get used to these Victory Mondays, man. It's pretty dope. Victory Monday feels good. But yes, we did beat the Texans 24-16. Probably should have been a lot worse. A few minor mistakes, few minor drops, a missed pass here, a couple of drops here, a couple of penalties here and there. But this team stepped up. When his team needed each other the most, stepped up, and we got the job done. First game this season, I believe we've led from beginning to end. So that's an upgrade for us. We didn't have to come back. Wasn't nervous during the game. We held our own during the whole game, and probably should have trounced the Texans, and that's the reason why Brian Daboll got so mad. Got a Brian Daboll victory coming out. Brian Daboll video coming out as well. We did some pretty good things in that Texans game, but the reason I'm making this video is not because we beat the Texans or how we beat the Texans. It's about what I see in this team going into the future. Brian Daboll and Joe Schoen are building this team extremely well. Extremely well. The reason why I say that, I believe we're one of the most balanced teams in the league. And we're a couple of pieces away from being extremely balanced and extremely good in both areas as far as running and passing and defense. Let's talk about the defense. This defense is extremely well at getting people off the field when they need to. Are we great at stopping a run? No. Are we great against the screen game? No, because we blitz a lot. And the reason why we blitz a lot is because our corners, Adoree Jackson is playing out his mind, and Fabian Monroe is playing very well considering the circumstances that he's came in. But as good as Monroe has been, he's not a shutdown type corner, which is not a bad thing. But let's say we go in the draft and get a Joey Porter Jr. and put on the other side of Adoree Jackson. And let's just say we get a better slot corner other than Darnay Holmes or whoever. Or let's just say Aaron Robinson can move to the slot next year, which that's his position. That means we won't have to blitz as much as we do. And there's not like we're blitzing like crazy. It's just that we get caught in blitzes with screenplays. But if we get that other corner opposite of Adoree Jackson, extremely balanced, because Dane Belton shows that he can play the Xavier McKinney role and play pretty doggone good. Julian Love, absolute beast. Want him back next year. But we have guys like Justin Pennant going out there who's a better blitzer than even Julian Love and McKinney. I think that's his role, man. Pennant can blitz out this world. That's his role. And we're some inside linebackers away from being dominant on defense. Not just good, but dominant. With Leo getting healthy, Dexter getting healthy, Thibodeau staying healthy and getting a full year underneath his belt, he already looks explosive on the field. And he's being held almost every play. We get Ojulari healthy, get him out there on the field. We got Tamon Fox with another year under his belt. If we can bring O'Shane Ximines back, he might have played his way out, because I think we're not going to give him a contract letting him average around $7 million a year, and he may get that on the open market because he's earned it. But we can get Ellerson Smith to be playing well, DJ Davidson coming back, Jelly Ellis back, Jihad Ward back. We can be dominant on defense next year. We get those inside linebackers in that one corner. I think this defense could be dominant. Not just get people off the field when they have to, but shut you down completely. We're not far away, people. On defense, we're not far away. Let's look at the offense. Daniel Jones is playing well. He's being the game manager. Everybody says that he is, and he's doing it at an elite level. If you're calling him a game manager, he's an elite game manager. Point blank, period. Elite game manager. And that's not a bad thing. Saquon Barkley, proving what he said earlier, stay on the other side. Yeah, stay on the other side. He told you what he was going to do this season. Leading the league in rushing and total yards from scrimmage. Offensive line is getting better. We get Bredesen back, Lemieux back, Gates back, Evan Neal back. Whew. Andrew Thomas already showing that he's the best left tackle in the game. We get Bellinger back. And imagine Robinson and Bellinger getting a full year underneath their belt in this system. Imagine Daniel Jones getting a full year under his belt in this system. Darius Slayton told you guys that he was the best receiver on this team. It could be a monster in this system. Guess what? He's shining. We got a couple of pieces out there. Galladay, if he was a number one receiver, this offense will be set. Because what are you going to do? We get a receiver out there that Daniel Jones can trust, that can get open, and he can throw the ball to him. He's going to catch it just about every time. And he moves the chains. Slayton on the other side with that speed. He's catching the ball at a very good rate. Wan'Dale Robinson in the slot. Daniel Bellinger blocking as good as he does and can be a good receiver. We get a number one receiver and a tight end that can stretch the field. What the hell are you going to do with us? What are you going to do with us? Because it's not like Daniel Jones is back there and he's just missing passes and just looking trash, throwing interceptions. No, Daniel Jones is efficient. So you put that efficiency with a number one receiver, Slayton on the other side, Wan'Dale Robinson in the slot, Daniel Bellinger at tight end that can block and receive, and get a tight end that can stretch the field, with Saquon Barkley in the backfield, with Andrew Thomas locking one side of the field, with Evan Neal playing way better than he's playing this year, and he's playing pretty doggone good. And we get a center that doesn't get bullied like John Feliciano, so now you're giving Daniel Jones time. You're giving him two good options on the outside. You're giving him a slot receiver, two good options at the tight end, and the best running back in the game behind him. You guys can't see this? You mean to sit here and honestly tell me that you can't see where this team is trending to? Plus, we got a head coach, an alpha head coach that knows what he's doing. And you mean to tell me you can't see that? This team is about 5 to 6 players away from being dominant with the roster that we have now. Call me crazy, call me stupid, call me a homer, call me a DJ homer, DJ lawyer, DJ apologist. Call me whatever you want to call me. But it looks like the Giants are proving me right so far. You see, I look just past the right now and what you see right now. Oh, Daniel Jones is not putting up a bunch of stats. I look at the game that he just had where he only completed 13 passes, but he still almost got 200 yards and 2 touchdowns. I see a game where Saquon Barkley got 36 touches and still looked fresh after the game. You think if we get a system out there where we can give Saquon Barkley 22 touches and you can still probably get the same production because the linebackers are not able to come up? Yeah, bring your dumb ass up and come up here and stop this run. When I got this tight end, I can stretch the field up the seam. I got this receiver that can maneuver in the middle of the field, a slot receiver that's pretty doggone good. Also, I got a number 1 receiver over here that can route you up. You want to play him one-on-one to stop the run? Oh, you want to play Slayton one-on-one? He's proven that he can beat your second or third best corner easily. See, what you don't see is that your blind hate or disdain for Daniel Jones is not letting you see exactly what's being built here. And when, I'm not even going to say if, when Shane and Dabo get their way and get the players that they want to get in here to put around DJ and Saquon Barkley, woo. Because if Kenny Galladay was switched with Devontae Adams, or Kenny Galladay was switched with any half-decent receiver, oh, man. You really have to sit back and really look at the team. Don't just look at statistics, even though the statistics are not that bad. You really think if you put a number 1 receiver out there with DJ, with Slayton at the number 2, Wan'Dale Robinson in the slot, and you get a tight end that can stretch the field, and that can very well happen next year. We have 11 draft picks again with cap room, and going to get a little extra cap room after Galladay is gone. You better look out for the New York Giants, man. You better look out for the New York Giants, man. I see exactly what you guys are doing. You sly devils, you. Brian Daboll and Joe Shane. You came in here, your expectations weren't super high. But what you did come in here with was Joe Shane. He wanted to build a roster the right way. And Brian Daboll's a winner. Brian Daboll's a coach that expects things to be done. He expects discipline. He expects people to perform. And that's a powerful thing when it comes to leading a group of men. Accountability is the main thing that you have to have with a group of men, because 1, the players that want to be here, they're going to give their all. And 2, it allows you to get the players out the building that don't want to be here and don't want to be accountable because they stick out like a sore thumb. Kadarius Toney. Oh, Kadarius Toney's over there killing with Patrick Mahomes. That's great. Sometimes you just need a change of scenery. He went over there. He feels that the Chiefs are a winning culture. His back is against the wall, and he's performing. Great job. Gator, always going to cheer for you. But he wasn't doing that here. You can actually see the difference in his damn mentality when he's playing with the Chiefs. It was different here. It's because the culture was horrible here. So he had to leave in order to reach his potential. And I hope he goes over there with the Chiefs and balls. Because that's a great thing. Maybe the mentality here over the past, that Joe Judge era just rubbed him the wrong way completely. And he was never ever going to be able to recover here. And that's okay. That's a great thing. He went over there, got over 100 yards all purpose, Exactly what I knew that he can be. Continue to do that, Kadarius Toney. Proud of you. It just wasn't right for us. And it's not a bad thing. It's a great thing. But if you think that this team is not going to be dominant here in the near future with 11 draft picks and the way that they're playing right now, you're sadly mistaken. And yes, I want DJ back because I believe he can do anything you ask him to do. Give him the receivers out there on the field if you want to throw that ball around the yard. Just give him a number one receiver. Just give him a number one receiver to where he can count on and go out there and be like, he's going to run this route and he's going to get open. DJ is going to find him every time. That offensive line, when they get healthy and everybody gets back, is going to be dominant. You're going to have a very good offensive line, best running back in the game, the best game manager in the game, and some of the best coaching in the game. The New York Giants in the near future will be dominant because of these reasons. And if you don't believe me, just watch. This has been New York Giants Full Access with your boy, Big Pat Sports Talk. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button and subscribe button. And until the very next episode of New York Giants Full Access, you know what it is, man. Peace.
Keep sleeping on us all you want to. We built for this shit. We don't fold, motherfuckers. We don't fucking fold.
This is a Big Blue Crew production.